all my holiday decorations. I don't think I slept very good last night. I'm not quite as invested as I was. We had rain last night, which I'm not mad about because we've been in the field for the last like 6 days straight, I want to say. Anyways, I wasn't mad that we would have a day off simply because there's so much I need to do. I need to have a full life reset. I need to clean my apartment. It's not that bad because I did just move in like a week and a half ago, but there's some boxes I need to take down. Laundry needs to be done. Dishes need washed. My floor is disgusting. So there's like a few things around the apartment I need to do. I also need to catch up on school and try to get ahead for the next week so that when we're back in the fields, I don't have to think about it. And I also have some YouTube stuff I need to do. I need to edit a video because I haven't posted in like 2 weeks. So anyways, moral of the story, I wasn't upset that we're gonna have a day off and I could do all my other things that I need to do. So I thought I'd bring you guys along. We'd have a little life reset together, but I kind of wanted to make it a little seasonal, so we're gonna call it a fall reset because I also want to put up my fall decorations at some point. That would be ideal. I would love to do that. You know I mean business when I migrate to the kitchen counter because like this is my location to focus. It feels like my brain is melting. It's been many hours. It is now 2:30 and I'm mostly done school for the week. I do have one assignment left, but honestly, I just do not have the brain capacity today to do it. So I'm walking away. Maybe I'll circle back to that later tonight if I have time. But for now, in my head, I'm done for the week. Honestly, it's just, I know I have to do a lot of research and like writing for my last assignment and I just don't feel like doing that today. But for now, we're just gonna check off school assignments because like I said, I'm done. I'm not doing anymore. I think I'm gonna run to the grocery store now. I do also have to pick something up at the pharmacy that is now ready for me. So I'm just gonna go get that done, run those errands. I ended up getting way more stuff at the grocery store than I really anticipated, to be honest. I feel like that's just gonna happen the first few times I go to the grocery store after moving. I feel like that's just inevitable.
Oh, I stepped on your toesy.
I got
Ooh, yay.
wine glasses.
Oh, there's your dad calling. I can see him.
Yep. Hello?
We see you.
Hey,
What's up?
do either one of you have like a hot minute just to give me a hand here?
I can.
For what?
I just need someone to turn the tractor remote on so I can see a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
You sure?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I'm back. So where was I? I did buy some wine glasses. This is what they look like. I also bought some ground beef, some soup I stocked up. Also got some pasta sauce. These have been my favorite like sandwich spreads lately. So I got chipotle mayo and spicy pickle mayo. Both very, very good. I got Febreze because sometimes it smells a little funky in here. So I'm hoping this will help. Got some cheese. I got this like oil dispenser thingy because I find the one I have right now, I got my oil from Costco, so it's just giant. So I was hoping if I put in this, then it's not so huge, you know? And then I got a bunch of veggies. I got some carrots, parsnips, an onion, pepper, an avocado. I got 2 baking potatoes and cucumber. And that's my haul. That's all my goodies. I brought in my tote that was in the house full of all my holiday decorations. Now, I will say most of these are just Christmas stuff. Like I really don't have that much stuff for Halloween/fall. which that is something I can get more of over the years. It's not something that's a priority this year, if I'm being honest. I'm more worried about like getting actual household things that I need rather than decorations. So that's okay, we'll get there. Also, Piper is here. If you're wondering what you're hearing, it's my dog. All right, so I'm just gonna start digging in and finding stuff. I'm so excited for Christmas just so I can wear my Cindy Lou Who pajamas again. I love those things. Oh, this is cute. A little acorn like candle stand thing. I do have my little Hello Fall pillow, which I could put on my bed, actually. This is probably my favorite Halloween fall item I have. And it's just like my little ring holder. It's like just a catch-all type dish. I don't know where I got it. Maybe like Marshall's or something. And then I have my iconic oversized t-shirts. My Halloween mug. We love. It's a little jack-o'-lantern. I have some pumpkins. And I think this is my last item, and it's just my little sweater, my crew neck. I think that's it. It's a good start. I also made the realization that today is actually the first day of fall. I had no idea. In the car on the way to rock climbing, Dad was like, it's also the first day of fall today. And I was like, what? He's joking. But it was. It is. This is my Christmas throw pillow. I love this pillowcase. I think it's so cute. But it's fall time. I need the spooky season pillowcase. This pillowcase might match my bed sheets a little too well. We shall see. I would love to get like square pillows that are like an orange for my bed. I feel like that would look good against the green. But that might be a next year problem. It might not be a this year thing. Cute! Oh, it's Hey Boo, not Hello Fall. I don't know why I thought it said Hello Fall. Hey Boo. Piper and I have just been hanging out here all cozy, and I've actually been curating my fall TBR on Goodreads. I'm just so excited to get into the fall reading season. This week, or like the past few weeks I guess, I just started reading some of the fall books that have kind of been on my radar. When it comes to reading, I am such a mood reader, and seasonality, is that a word? When the seasons change, I have like certain types of books that I associate with each season. So I have been sitting here trying to gather all the books that I've been thinking about over the last few weeks that I've been like, I need to read that in the fall. And I just put it all into a list on my Goodreads so I can kind of keep track of what I get to and what I don't get to. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about them a little bit. If books bore you guys, totally understand. It's not for everyone, but just skip ahead. Whenever we're not in this position anymore, then you know I'm done talking about them. But anyways, let me just get into what I actually want to talk about, and that is the books on my list. So the first series I really want to read this fall, and I've actually started it already. I've read 2 books in the series so far. But that's the Ember and the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir. This is a 4-book series, and then I think she's also writing like a spin-off series right now. But the first book is An Ember and the Ashes, and I read that, I think it might have been like 2 videos or 3 videos ago for you guys. I read it in a weekly vlog at some point, and it's a really, really fun YA, fast-paced fantasy book where you're following a very dark world, and you just follow on this journey that our 2 main characters are on to kind of save themselves from the situation that they're in, and they go on quite an adventure. I swear this is like the most fast-paced fantasy book I've ever read. I'm obsessed with this series. I could see myself finishing it by the end of the month. At least that's my goal. Another series that has been on my radar for literally so long is the Six of Crows series. It's a duology, it's 2 books. It's a part of a bigger series where their prequel books I think are called A Shadow and Bone. And I tried to read those books a long time ago and I could not get into them. But I was told the Six of Crows series is like way better, and you don't have to read the one to read the other. So I'm just gonna skip Shadow and Bone and go straight to Six of Crows because that's all I really want to read. And that's a YA fantasy book where you're following this group of like thieves, I think. And I think they're trying to like pull a heist is essentially what it is. And I've heard this is a series or like a duology where you really fall in love with the characters. And I'm so excited. I am such a character person. Like I love falling in love with characters. Like that's my favorite feeling of all time. And I do think this is a series that might break my heart a little bit, but I'm excited, if you know what I mean. And that's by Lee Bardugo. If I didn't say that already, I can't remember. Some romance books now that are on my radar for the fall. First one is Soul Searching by Layla Sage. This book actually caught my radar because I think there's like a little touch of like paranormal activity in it, which that sounds fun. That sounds like a fun romance. There's a little bit more than just romance, you know? So I actually have no idea what this book is about. All I know is that she can see ghosts or something like that. Sounds cool. Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. For some reason, I associate Ali Hazelwood with fall. I don't know if that's because our first ever book club book was in September and it was Love Theoretically. I don't know if that's why I associate her with fall, but I do. So I still haven't read Love on the Brain. It's like the second book in the Love Hypothesis series, but they're all like standalone books. And I honestly wasn't going to, but my mom told me to read it because she enjoyed it, so I guess I'll read it. I think this is another one where they're two scientists and they like kind of have to work together or something. A Night in the Moth by Rachel Gillick. That's another fantasy book that's on my series. I love Rachel Gillick. Last year I read One Dark Window and I loved that book. That was a 5-star book. I'm really looking forward to giving Rachel Gillick's new book a try. This is a part of a new series called The Stone Water Kingdom and it looks really good. I don't know anything about it. I heard something about a gargoyle and I was like, say less. The Poppy War. This is a book that has intimidated me forever. It's by R.F. Kuang, who I've actually, I don't think ever read an R.F. Kuang book before. I don't know why this book intimidates me so much, but it does. I had my dad read it like in the summer sometime and he really enjoyed it and he was like, Jess, you need to read it, you'll love it. And I was like, okay, I'll add it to my fall TBR. Now the two thriller type books I have on my radar for the fall. Riley Sager recently came out with a book called With a Vengeance. I think he came out with it in the summer sometime or maybe spring. And it sounds like a really fun thriller type book. This whole book takes place on a train, I'm pretty sure, or like a lot of it takes place on a train. And someone gets murdered by one of the passengers and you're trying to figure out what's going on. And that sounds really fun. The other thriller mystery book is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, another new release. There have been so many books this year, it's actually insane. But this plot sounds so intriguing. So you're following this girl who got murdered and she's trying to solve her own murder before she dies. And it also all happens on Halloween or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like October. That sounds like the perfect October read. But yeah, those are all the books on my fall TBR. I feel like this might be a little ambitious and I'll probably get sidetracked, knowing me. But for now, that's what I'm hoping for. If you ever want to see like what my reading updates are looking like in real time, because my videos are so behind, you can follow me on Goodreads. I always have the link for my account in the description. So if you're curious, you can go check it out over there.
I look so disheveled right now.
I don't think I slept very good last night. It's surprisingly hot outside for it being the end of September in Ontario. Usually it's freezing by now. Anyways, it is currently 11 o'clock. I'm having my mid-morning snack, which I have been on a protein shake type of kick. The way I make it, at least, is just ice, milk, and protein powder. Am I now drinking copious amounts of milk every day? Yeah, is that good for you? I don't know. Can't see why not. I also don't care. Tastes good, so. My favorite protein powder is Good Protein, which I honestly first got it just because it was dairy-free, but I genuinely like the taste of it. I am almost out of this though, so I'm gonna need to get more. I have 1 day left, probably. I'm tempted to try their vanilla one. I'm probably gonna get the chocolate one again, but I might try the vanilla one because I feel like that could be good too. It honestly just tastes like a milkshake. It pretty much is just a milkshake. So this weekend we started back at bean harvest and I was on buggy duty this weekend, which was lots of fun. I do love having my little buggy time. But today I'm gonna go back and start planting wheat again. We did get rain last week, so we were out of the field all last week. So we just kind of gave it the weekend to dry up, and I'm hoping today will be good to go and just finish planting wheat. My guess is we have 2 full days left of harvest, assuming everything goes smoothly, knock on wood. Which means we'll probably have 3 days left of planting wheat is my guess. So yeah, my day will mostly consist of planting wheat. I also started to get a bit of a toothache or jaw ache last night. I don't know which it is, but it hurts my mouth hurts, period. Like I'm just kind of in pain. So I can't really eat many solid foods right now, which is not ideal. I did have a bagel this morning and that was fine, but like throughout the morning, it just keeps getting more and more painful. Hopefully I don't have to go to the dentist because I really don't want to, but maybe we'll have to, I don't know. It's currently 7 o'clock. I have spent quite literally all day planting this one field. It is a fairly large field, but we've been having some issues with our air seeder this fall. It is a brand new air seeder, so inevitably there's going to be kinks that need to be worked out. We just haven't gotten to that point yet. There's still a lot of things we're trying to figure out. But essentially, it keeps overheating our tractor. Something is making the hydraulic oil just get way too hot, and then I have to stop about every 4 rounds for 10 minutes to let it cool down, which definitely impacts my efficiency a lot. It's usually alright when I first get started. I can typically get like a good 10 acres done, 10 to 15 acres done, and then it starts overheating every 4 rounds. So it's been a long process. Planting wheat in general has felt like a very, very long process. Like this field should not be taking me this long, but I've probably spent an hour just sitting here waiting for my tractor to cool down. So, good times. I also think I might be getting sick, which is just a whole nother issue in and of itself. Like, my sinuses all day and all yesterday have been crazy. And I'm wondering if that's why my jaw hurts. I don't know, but everything's connected somehow. So I'm thinking I'm getting sick. And the fact that I have to go home and do schoolwork after this, I did in fact decide to do no schoolwork tonight. I think I just need to catch up on some sleep, especially if I'm getting sick. I always find having a good night's sleep heals so much. So I'm going to go to bed early. We were out in the fields till kind of late tonight, to be honest. I think it's like 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30. I also have reached a point where I can put my hair in a braid. It is a very short one, but I'm still so happy because some nights I just don't want to shower or like deal with it, so this is an easy option. But anyways, I'm gonna lay down and start reading a little bit of my book. I just started Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. This is her like 3rd book, I want to say, in the Lakefront Billionaire series. I kind of just read this series whenever I don't know what else to read. And I think she actually just released this book, so I thought I would give it a go, see if I like it or not. Lauren Asher books are kind of hit or miss for me these days. I loved her first series she ever wrote, which was like that Formula One series. I did read it like 4 years ago now, so would I still love it today? I don't know. But I do find like her newer stuff, I just find it's too long. Like a romance book does not need to be like 600 pages. I don't even know what this is. That's my read for the week when I'm trying to go to sleep. Good morning, everyone. I have some good news for you guys. I feel so much better. I think I did exactly what I needed last night. I went to bed early, had a good full night of sleep, and now my mouth doesn't hurt, which is amazing. I'm hoping it stays that way. This is quite the angle, but I felt like doing school on my couch today. This morning, Dad is currently planting the headlands for the field that I was doing yesterday, which is why I have some free time this morning to do some school. So I'm gonna try and get as much done as I can. I think I mentioned earlier in the vlog that I do have like probably one of my busiest weeks of school this week. So this morning I'm going to try and get done as much work as I can for my digital marketing class. I've been actually really enjoying this class. It is kind of a lot of work. I would say it's one of my more time consuming classes, but I've been really enjoying what it's about. The unit I'm currently on right now is all about website marketing. So it's like designing websites and strategies and tactics that you can use on websites to get consumer engagement and all that stuff. And it's been really fun. And it's also just very relatable because a lot of this stuff, like although YouTube isn't necessarily a website, it's more a social media platform. It's fun still seeing like similar analytics and like that sort of stuff, and how it's all very relatable is what I'm trying to say. And it's been a very fun class to follow along. I'm gonna go write my quiz that I have for this week. We have quizzes every single week, and that's pretty much how we test our learning on each unit. And this week we also have, ooh, I got grades back. Ooh, good grades. Okay, slay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh no, I'm gonna go write this quiz. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I really hope that background noise isn't too annoying for you guys, but I am just about to head out and switch off for dad. But I just packed a quick lunch and I thought I would give you guys a what's in my lunch for when I'm in the fields. I have a little Sammy that I made. Popcorn, of course. It's like my favorite snack on the tractor, except when it gets stuck in my teeth. I have a little dish of frozen mangoes. By the time I eat it, they're no longer frozen. I don't know, I just love mangoes. I have Oreos in this like little container, and then some Welch's. This is the berries and cherries one. And that's my lunch. It's definitely more food than I probably need, but I get so bored and then I just snack. So I have to bring lots of options. And just like that, another field is done and dusted. All planted with wheat. Hallelujah. Every Wednesday night, Mom and I try to watch a show together. All summer, it was The Summer I Turned Pretty, which actually was what started our Wednesday little movie nights. That finished up, I want to say 2 weeks ago now. Was it 2 weeks ago? 2 or 3 weeks ago. So Mom and I have transitioned into watching Wednesday on Wednesdays. It just makes sense, right? Mom and I first watched the show when it came out, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. It's been a minute and we absolutely loved it. So we decided to start watching season 2, which I think came out in July or August, I want to say. And so far it's pretty good. I will say I'm not quite as invested as I was, but I do want to say it took a while for me to get into it last season too, so I'm not too surprised. I will say though, Mom and I both have agreed that we love having more of the parents in this season. That's been very fun because we're obsessed with those actors. They're so good at playing Morticia and Gomez. They are so iconic. I love it. And it's honestly kind of tragic that I've still never seen like the original Addams movie. Maybe I should watch that this fall. I feel like there's a lot of movies that I need to watch in the fall, and I typically don't watch any of them. Anyways, I'm thinking it's bedtime. Like I feel like it's pretty late. I don't know what time it is. I can figure that out. Yeah, it's 9:15. To me, that's bedtime. Life of a Showgirl has come out today, and I have in fact been laying in bed listening through the whole album and like reading the lyrics and trying to see which one's my favorite. I think that's my favorite part whenever she comes out with a new album, is like seeing what my initial favorite of the album is, and then seeing what my favorite is once I actually like listen to all the songs and really get a vibe. So far, my 2 favorite songs is The Fate of Ophelia, which is like the first track, and then I also really like Wood. I'm gonna go eat my toast. But that's my Taylor Swift update for this lovely October 3rd morning. I'm on spreading fertilizer duty today. I'm currently filling up a water bottle before I head out because it's getting hot up there. But yeah, we just had another load of fertilizer come in. So I just filled up my spreader quick and now I'm gonna go do some spreading. I don't know what it is about my apartment, but I have had so many stink bugs infiltrate this room. I don't know why, but I don't like it. There are some insects I will live symbiotically with. Okay, there's really just one, and it's spiders. Spiders are the only thing that I'm like, okay, sure, you can live here. I don't mind. Just don't have too many babies and don't crawl on me. Those are my only requirements. Stink bugs, however, something about them, they just like really, they're not my favorite, and they gotta go. I'm sorry. On that lovely note, happy Sunday, everyone. Good morning. I am currently making my coffee before I was rudely interrupted by a stink bug. I have my little mug that I painted. I feel like I painted this a long time ago, to be honest. Oh, it says, in 2024. I'm trying to think of everything I have going on today. It is, like I said, a Sunday. I love Sundays. Don't know why exactly. I think it's just like I like the vibe of like preparing for a new week. Anyways, some main things that I want to do today. I would like just to enjoy the weather. It is absolutely stunning this weekend. I think we're having abnormal warmth for October. Like, I don't understand how it's this warm out. I think it was like 26 yesterday, and I want to say today is something similar. Like I was saying, absolutely beautiful weather. So I would like to actually like sit outside, enjoy the weather at some point today. That's the goal. I am gonna help mom pack up some more orders today. She did launch for the Americans. Was that Thursday? I think she did that. So we have been busy working on packing all her orders like the last 2 days. I was helping out yesterday afternoon, and then I think it's just me and her today. So I think I'm gonna help out with that for a little bit this morning, and then I also am setting a climb at the climbing gym today, which is really exciting. When I was part of Boulder League a few months ago, our team won, and as a reward for winning, we get to design our own climb, which I'm so excited about. So I think most of the team has already made theirs, and then this weekend is my climb that I get to make. And so far, I have some ideas on what I want to do. I'm thinking something along the lines of like no hands or no feet. I don't know which one I want to do yet. I'm sure they will help me out with actually creating a climb. Okay, I'm gonna go drink my coffee and help pack some orders with mom. Mom and I have in fact decided to go to the pond and sit outside and read our books. That's our agenda for the afternoon.
I don't know if you guys can see me whatsoever, but I did survive climbing. It was so good. It was so much fun setting my own route. I just was not expecting to have as much fun as I did. And I will try to get a clip at some point this week of me like either attempting the climb or actually climbing it. I still haven't gotten it actually. I haven't quite been able to get the finish, but I'll hopefully get a footage of me either doing it or attempting it so I can show you guys kind of what it looks like. But it's a very balancey sort of climb because those are my absolute favorites to do. I love a very technical and balancey climb with no hands. So yeah, half the climb is like no hands, then near the end of it there are some handholds because it's like pretty hard not to have any handholds, which is something I learned. But I'm starving. I didn't quite eat enough earlier, so I stopped and grabbed some classic Wendy's. I really shouldn't, but I have no food like ready to go at home. I also grabbed groceries too when I was done, which I'm gonna be thanking myself tomorrow for that when I actually have something to eat for breakfast. But one thing about Wendy's that I love is that they do Coke Lime. I love Coke Lime. That's one thing I'm obsessed with. But it's only good out of a fountain. A little Diet Coke, crispy lime, delicious. Anyways, my order was some chicken strips. I've actually never had their chicken strips, but I'm sure they're good. With plum sauce, of course, my fave. They make a good chicken strip.